bowl. How many of you guys have this bowl? Oh, none of you? Oh, do you? I'll tell you what, this bowl, if I have to pick a bowl, the people come back to me and they're like, I had this bowl and I lost the seal. And they're talking about this bowl. They love, love, love this bowl. This is not our largest bowl. A lot of people think it is. They think this is bigger than our That's a bowl. It is not. This is 26 cups. Takes the same seal as our That's a bowl, but this is actually smaller, but just the way it's shaped, sometimes people think it looks bigger. So this is a great, what would you guys do with this? Salad, potato salad, great idea, $100. Pasta salad, $100, fabulous. And what's so cool about this is that it's a great size for when you're taking to a barbecue or a picnic. But do you all know that when you're outside, a lot of you, when you have mayonnaise-based salads, then the mayonnaise, starts to break down. So you need to put it on ice, right? Well, one of the things that you can do is you can take some of the smaller containers, put water in here, put it in the freezer, freeze it overnight, put it in the bottom, and then put your salad on top of there, and it will keep it colder longer because mayonnaise, you all know that mayonnaise starts to break down in about 20 to 30 minutes, and then after that it can start to go bad. And the last thing you want to do is have a barbecue over and everybody get sick from your potato salad, right? So, all right, and you're probably saying, well, how do I get these? Well, you'll find out in a little bit. All right. So love this. This is also a great popcorn bowl. And another thing that people love to use this for, how many of you guys like corn on the cob? You can take your corn on the cob in here, put it in here, throw a couple big old slabs of butter. So that's your fix and mix bowl. All right, the next thing that you have is your seasoned serve containers. And what I love about this set is that you get not one but two. You get the regular one and you get the junior one, which is really cool because how many of you guys, when you barbecue, you're doing like a steak and chicken, or you're doing like shish kebabs and maybe some shrimp or something, So, or you have like the kids that don't want to eat what everybody else is eating, so you have to do a little bit. Or maybe you marinate some, but then some people don't like it marinated. So a lot of times you need two different ones. And what's great, if you're not familiar with our season serve, is that it is the airtight, liquid tight seal. So you can put your marinade in here. It has the little bumples in there. I call them bumples, the other one. And which allows your marinade to get in and around, because did you all know, how many times when you normally marinate something, either you put it on a plate and you put the dressing on and you cover it with salad.
I love that.
Excellent, Nancy. Give yourself $100. Fabulous. So what's great about this is that the marinade will flow in and around, which is really important because when you have it on a flat plate, all it does when you put your steak down is it displaces the marinade. So when you have it sitting here, it can flow in and around. And so the thing is, when you put your steak in there and you put your marinade in there, you put it in the refrigerator, and every time you open the refrigerator door, you just flip this puppy over. You go in a couple hours later, you flip this puppy over. And it makes it better than taking a fork and slap it down on the plate and it's like, wow, dressing everywhere, right? So the other thing, you can use this for lots of other things. That little corn on the cob trip that I just told you with the fix and mix bowl, you can also do it with this thing. Sometimes you have more than just going to fit in the one bowl. I also used mine the other day. I didn't have a deviled egg carrier thing, so it was great for the deviled eggs because it held them all in place. Yep, so they didn't roll all over the place. And the other thing which this is really good for, how many of you guys around the holidays, like Thanksgiving or maybe even Easter or Passover, you make more than one, like how sometimes you do a turkey and ham, or you'll do two, or like a roast beef and something else, and then you have all this leftover stuff. So this, because of the height of this, not only can you put like baked goods, like cupcakes and cookies and stuff like that in here.
I put cookies in there. It's
Cookies.
Christmas time.
Yeah, this is a great one for cookies. You're just fishing for money now. All right, but that was a really good idea. Cookies around Christmas time. I love that. And, there's one in every party. It's good to know who it is. All right. So, but here's what you do. You put your leftover ham in here, and then you put like a piece of saran wrap or something like that, and then you pile up your turkey on top of there, and then you put your seal on. And then, the next day, you can say, I really feel like a sandwich. What do I want? Do I want ham or do I want turkey? And then whatever side you want, you just go ahead and open up the ham side and the turkey side. So lots of things that you're going to use this one for. All right, then, next, all right, but here's the deal. When they're all in the package, and they're all like standing next to each other, and it's like hot and sweaty, and they get all slimy, they don't like that. So what's great about this, would you? So what's great about this is that you just lay them right in here, and these little guys lift and separate. Love this for your hot dogs. And then hammer and chisel to like get them out. They're all separated, so it's really great. So you can just take one out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So like what's in a package? Cool. It is 8, right? You could probably fit 10 if you had to. 10? You could probably squeeze 10 in here. Maybe I counted wrong. I don't know. All right. Next. All right. The Piccadilly. Love this Piccadilly because how many of you guys have ever had to harpoon? You're like trying to get $50 or dollars or something like that. So you just pour the whole jar in here. And then it has this little built-in elevator so that you just lift it right up, and then you can just grab the pickles out that you need. Because when you stab them, it's like horrible. Then they get all like gross. But I'll tell you what else I love this for. Here's a really neat thing. How many of you guys do laundry? All right, I know. I'll tell you what I have. I have one in my refrigerator for my pickles, but I also have one for my fabric softener. And this is a really neat trick because one of the things, did you know that one of the number one reasons for house fires is when your dryer lint gets all built up in there? And you know what causes a lot of the dryer lint to happen? It's dryer sheets. Yeah, your neighbors just totally yelled that out. It was pretty cool. So what you can do, and plus they cost a lot of money, and you're throwing them all away. So here you do, you take the fabric softener, the liquid fabric softener, put it like halfway in here with the fabric softener and halfway with water. Take a regular sponge, like a dish, not the Brillo or not the, just a regular cheapo sponge, cut it in half, put the 2 halves in here. And then when you're doing your dryer, when you put your clothes in the dryer, you just take one, lift it up, take one out, squeeze most of it out, not dry, but so it's not dripping all over your floor. Throw it in your dryer, close it, and then run your clothes through the dryer. You won't ever have to use dryer sheets anymore. Your dryer fabric isn't going to fill up with as much lint. And what's great is that it makes the clothes, it stops all the static clean, it makes them smell fresh, and you are going to save so much money because a bottle of fabric softener is going to last you. I've been on the same one for over a year, and it's not even halfway down. I mean, it's going to last you so much longer, and it's going to be a lot better for your clothes in your dryer. So you need one for your laundry room and one for your pickles. Yeah, don't use the same one for both. All right. And then, what? The elevator?
The elevator goes to the top, too.
The elevator. All right, now this guy right here. Oh my gosh. The Super Crispit, the Crispit container. This is, now for those of you who are new, unless you have this, you may not have seen this before. People, I'm telling you what, swear by this container. If you eat iceberg lettuce, you are going to love this. The reason why this is so state-of-the-art is that, first of all, take your head of iceberg lettuce. It has what they call the little thumbtack. So you take your core, you know how to take your core out, you take the lettuce and you bang it down and then you rip it out. It's really great for stress relieving. And then you sit it on top of this little thumbtack. And actually it's really great to take the core out because did you guys know that the longer you keep your core in, your lettuce actually still starts to ripen. So when you take it out, it's better for the lettuce to do that. So you put it right on here, the little thumbtack. Now the way that this is designed, and this is actually so amazing. How many of you guys have gone into a grocery store? And you know that in the produce section, you see the little misters misting down? And you're like, oh, so nice, looks like a spa for them, you know? So they do that for a reason, because it keeps this keeps them fresh and moist, and keeps them from drying out, and keeps them, what's the word I'm looking for? Hydrated. Thank you, neighbors. So what happens is, the way that this is built, the moisture from the lettuce actually comes up to the top of this dome, and then it drips down onto the lettuce, and it's like it's built in own little condensation container so that it keeps your lettuce moist. So this is just absolutely ingenious, and you will love having this for your iceberg lettuce, okay? And you could probably also put like a cantaloupe in there if you take the thumbtack out, or a couple other things you could put in here. And then, of course, some of my most favorites are, so, this set right here retails for $130, but right now you guys can get this for only $65. And here's what's so great about this. I'm sure as you're going along, you're like, oh my gosh, like that, I could use that, I could use that. You know what's so great? If there's something in here that you're like, not so sure I was going to use it, give it to somebody else. Hello, yeah, just, give somebody a piece that you're not going to use. You're still so getting, even if you gave a couple pieces away, you are so getting your money's worth. Because I don't have the time.